All right, welcome back to our minor league pregame show as we count you down to Eastern League Baseball with this afternoon's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Willie Mays is in the glow, making his Double-A debut in this one, so this is probably an exciting day for him.
Well, I'm sure it is, but he knows he's got a long road ahead of him in the major leagues. Wasn't a top draft pick, so likely won't be on the fast track to the show. Unless, of course, he starts really putting up big numbers in the minor leagues. Still, I know this organization has said they were happy to get a chance to draft him, so maybe they feel he could blossom into a solid player someday. It takes a lot of hard work, resiliency, and determination to make it to the big leagues. His journey starts today, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Let's also get a brief look at our two starting. Willie Mays will dig in here. It's coming.
Hey, we got one. Get up.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. And Steve, what a nice moment that is for him. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those firsts out of the way, but first home run, well, that's kind of extra special for any hitter. This is exactly the kind of production that this team's going to be looking for from him as he moves up to the minor leagues.
Rosa steps in now. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And two quick outs here in the second.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play.
Willie Mays will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out.
Hey, plays that one
And
now.
here's the first pitch.
Hey,
On the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, a leadoff single.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. So they've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Number 60 will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far.
Here.
First pitch coming. He's running towards second. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, it's still early and no lead is ever safe when you've got more than half the ball game to go. But you have to wonder, maybe it might not be a bad idea to put up the red light with the lead where it is.
Let's go. Let's go. Right here. Hey, let's go, big fella. Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head first slot
2-0. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Yeah, and I don't even think he had any shot at throwing this guy out. A real good at-bat right there to pick up that runner.
He would have liked, but all things considered, he's done a pretty nice job in long relief so far, just allowing the one earned run.
First pitch coming.
Hey, we got no up.
First pitch of the inning is bounced up the middle, and they're going to get themselves a base runner rather quickly here as that's into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be
Show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Opening day behind us, it's Game 2 of the regular season between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Willie Mays will stand in as one of the stars, 1-0. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. The 1-0 home. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That had some serious hang time to it.
Nicely done there at short for the first out. Number 4 will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and
Willie Mays tried it again, and before he takes his nuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot. He's set, now the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to be down for extra bases. Around 3rd and being waved on home. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
good time to add a little insurance here if he's able to make it all the way around to 3rd on the triple. More importantly, though, that makes this a 4-run lead.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Number 60.
The at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Swung on and rolled towards first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Well, this is just a case of taking care of business right here. He drove in a run with the RBI triple, then he gets driven in.
Willie Mays will stand in. Pause, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there, base hit. Around 3rd and being waved on home. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
That 2-out hit there makes that air balloon extra large now. He's got it.
Cisco now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Oh, and a great play to make the catch there. And with that fine play, the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Now for from your exclusive home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show is on the air. Game number 3 of this new season between the Bowie Bay Sox and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Willie Mays will stand in, and he was a big... He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that ball is out of here. And the home half of the third starts with a home run. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Just their first hit of the night, but what a hit it was. He squares up on this thing perfectly and just drives it over the wall. That's serious.
Number 5 stands in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game. He can make up for it with a...
Mays is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Andy Vasquez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for... Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Mays is there, and he has it for the first out. Show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. Willie Garcia will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Here comes a 1-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
Mays is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Curve lead it 1-0. Willie Mays will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And they were able to come away with the victory last night, so another performance like that will make their manager a happy man.
And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a shot right there. A little bit of an uppercut swing as this ball is down to the zone. And not a bad pitch by any stretch. But you see him go down there, extend, and get this thing, and he nearly carries it all the way out of the ballpark.
Here we go, let it fly here, let it fly. Hey, no one down here.
Into the box, Miles Schroeder, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Comes set, now the pitch. This is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Don. Number 10 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3.
Yeah, the play's at 2, let's roll it.
2-2 pitch on the way. And he takes something off here as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Mays is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Willie Mays will stand in. He flew out his last
ball, just doesn't go anywhere.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Broxton retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief. hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one.
To ensure your afternoon at the ballpark is a safe and memorable one, please listen carefully to the following stadium guidelines. All persons, bags, and personal items are subject to inspection prior to entry into the stadium. No bag or item larger than 16 inches long by 16 inches wide by 8 inches deep will be allowed at the ballpark. Ballpark gates open 2 hours before the ballgame's regularly scheduled start time. Home team batting practice is scheduled for 2 hours before game time. The visiting team scheduled for 1 hour prior to game time. Autographs are permitted in designated sections down the left field and right field lines up to 45 minutes before the beginning of the ball game. Exiting and re-entering the ballpark is not available at any gate. Please remain alert. Flying bats and balls will throw the lead to playing service without warning. Fans are permitted to keep any foul ball or home run ball as a souvenir. Please exercise caution when attempting to field any ball hit to the stand. Major League Baseball rules require that no fans enter the field of play at any time.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Altoona Curve and the Flying Squirrels of Ricketts to retire the side. Willie Mays will step in now to lead things off in the home. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Number 11 backs up a bit and he takes charge. Willie Mays will try it again. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where...
Willie Mays will dig in. A home run first pitch. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
At this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than 2-hit ball games from this guy. He's been as hot as...
Willie Mays will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Things get a whole lot more interesting.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a nice win here for these guys. And now I think, DK, you better hurry up and get to a computer so you can get your taxes in by midnight.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.